Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Angie. So without going into a long detailed update as to what's up for future, because I don't know how long it's going to take before this would be seen, if ever, by mass society. We might never even get to that point where we need to. I'm using these as a platform for basically talking out loud and future proofies if even needed. There's a guy who works off planet, takes no credit for anything, or rather is given no credit or recognition for anything as far as being in charge of the Bardo. Does he care? No. He can care less as long as everything goes right. Well, when my guide and us informed him that we wanted to take over, he basically laughed hysterically in a shocked, scared kind of way, as in, what are you thinking? You think you're qualified to do that? At the time, we didn't know about there being different times that he was working with in. Name any year in the future, he has it on his screen, and he can tell you what's going on. And if you do something in the past, the current, as in whenever you're watching this, say it's 2026, then how would that affect a future year, 2028, 2038 for that matter? And so this is all subject to change the more people are potentially making ripples. Imagine you have one person who goes back and changes a historical event, like the shooting of Kennedy, changes it entirely, and then ripples forward. Well, imagine now several people doing that. And so this is highly scrutinized at a level that is overseeing all the things. And nothing is going to be allowed that isn't considered for the greater good of all. Galaxy, not just Earth. So it doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about me. It doesn't care about anyone. It cares about everyone, to include those who we don't even perceive. You know why? Because you also are that which you do not perceive. So it behooves you to give a shit about the galactic level of things, because you exist in the galaxy, not just here. So you got a higher self, you got a higher self, as in you have a guide level and you have an angelic level. We all do. Some people are guided by people that aren't, it's not you. You have a guide, you have a higher self, you have an angelic. So that's three, but your guide isn't you. They're like partners. Now, this is a generalization because it's not always the case. Some of you guys are self-governed entirely. It means you make your own decisions, but that doesn't mean you don't have a guide and a higher self. It's either that you don't use them or that you're so integrated that you don't need them unless they need you, really. They'll step in. So imagine it's like a VR headset that they put on and then they're like, psst, hey, I gotta tell you something. Or imagine it's the other way where you're like, psst, hey, it's a two-way street. And therefore, the way that I would start using this is, we call it pinging. Say, hey, ping me if you need me. It's like, you start to think about somebody and then they call you. That's a ping. And so I have these tile trackers on my 360 account. And I had lost one. I don't know how, when, where, why it happened, but it was at Walmart. And I'll go to Walmart and the Dollar Tree and the Starbucks and a Mickey D's that's over there. And sometimes the Panera. No, it's not over there. Sometimes the Panda Express. Sometimes the Arby's. And it's all within this one. And then across the street is a Publix. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. Hey, figure out where I live. No. A Publix and Health's place and place I go to get wings, and so where I used to go get wax and nails sometimes. All in that area. I lost my tile tracker over there. I kept looking at my app and it would say it was over there. Today. I've been meaning to do this all week. But today was the day that I had already been at Walmart. And I went, let me find this damn thing. it won't ring unless you're in a vicinity. So I drove to where it said it was. I got out of my truck. I started walking toward the Walmart, and I was like, all right, where the hell is this? I'm thinking maybe it's in one of the carts because it was in the cart corral area, whatever they call that. I'm thinking maybe it was in one of the carts. It's like in the middle of everything. And I'm starting to think about how I'm going to have to pull a butt ton of carts out just to, I lost something in one of the carts, it's making this loud ringing, whatever. Well, I hear it inside the Walmart from outside to the bay door that is the carts. So they'll lift the bay door, push the carts in. So it is in that section. So I go around, it's ringing really loud. Nobody's over there. There's some worker coats on that are like reflective. There's some handicap carts over there that maybe you're charging or out of order or something, but I hear my tile ringing really loud. So as I get closer, I'm starting to think, is it in the pocket of one of those things? What am I going to have to, is it in the, it was on the ground, covered by a shit ton of debris, leaves and dirt and hair and dust and stuff. Like it'd been there for a minute. I lost this thing a while ago, but it was loud as fuck. And so I picked it up, dusted it off, turned the ringing off on my phone, and yay, I found it. Have you ever had a lost object that you were like, where the hell is this thing? And so you're looking, but you don't have an alert on it. Think your remote, for example. I put a towel tracker on my remote because I got sick of never being able to find it. So my kids be like, can you bring the remote? You know how freaking genius that was for me to do to get one of those sticker remote tile tracker things. Why don't all remotes have a feature that you can press on the side of a TV that'll make your remote ring? It took me. I'm a genius. Why couldn't they have come up with that? How hard would it be? Hey, can somebody go press the find remote button on the side of the TV? Oh, here it is. How hard is that? Do people even use the devices in which they produce? Are they users of? You know how Angie got a mug that she's like, I can tell that somebody who actually would use this product designed it. And then you can also tell, I can tell whoever designed this never used this a day in their life, because if they did, this simple thing would not be an oversight. So anyways, pinging you guys is like, and by the way, now you know I'm channeling, right? You guys. Pinging you guys and you pinging us back is like that. In that, without it being a tile tracker, we will say to you, now some of you guys are possibly picking up on this transmission right now, audibly. You can speak it out. You could be recording it right now. Why don't you? But you're going to be speaking in third person about somebody named Angie who you've never met. And if that's the case, what's up? This is Angie, and I'm speaking through her. Now, why is she wearing an alien shirt with some UFOs saying we come in peace? Just kidding. It says just visiting. It's because, what do you guys know about the Zetas? What do you guys know about ET? Not ET, but extraterrestrials. What do you guys know about aliens in the biz? There's a good kind and a bad kind. Who's the good kind? Somniferous almond eyes. Who's the bad kind? Crocodiles. Right, dearies? So, but they're not. And we're trying to clear that up because they are what we would call enforcers. And they have been enforcing, policing. And some of you guys have been negatively affected by them because, for one, there was some miscommunication off planet. They weren't getting the message and how to do things properly. And they were ruling by fear. It worked. But it didn't work because now we have a problem with CERN where it's opening up, there's a rip in the lower dimensionals that are coming up with entities and possessions and stuff, and literally really messing with some people. And then there's the elites who are doing the blood ritual sacrificial stuff. And that's a problem too. Angie banks with USA. It's a military bank. She was a Marine. So, on hold to get her card unlocked. And the lady at the end said, thank you for your service. Or no, normally they say thank you for your service. But she said something like, thank you for your, what did she say? I forget the first word she said, but then she said, and your sacrifice. Usually people say thank you for your service. It started with an M. What was it? I don't know. But so thank you for something. And so let's talk about clovers really quick. We got planet 8. This happens to be the 8 of clubs. You didn't notice that the other day, did you, Angie? And what are the 8 of wands? Some say a comet will fall from the sky. And so in the Lenormand, it's 2. It's card 2. 2 people eat half a clover. Like, where's your 4 leaves? These are all 3-leaf clovers. Here's a 4-leafer. Ironically, the tarot planet has the 4-leaf, whereas these Lenormand ones only have 3. Now, this is a Lenormand deck, but it's a Lenormand Oracle, and it is a 4-leaf clover. So that's cool, because on Tarot Planet, this Lenormand deck, Pixie's Outstanding Lenormand, was designed in the style of Pixie, as in PCS, right? Did I get that right? No, Patricia Coleman. Is it Smith deck? No, Pamela. Why do I always do that with Patricia? I say Patricia instead of Pamela. Pamela Coleman Smith. Is that her name? Dude, I'm not on Earth, so I am, but I'm not. So sorry if I get it wrong. Designed with her in mind. And therefore, we lumped this into the Tarot Planet. So it's got the 10 of Cups rainbow. It's got 4-leaf clovers. Well, here's a 3-leaf, but here is 2 4-leaf clovers. So what does that mean, you guys? Not you guys, but you guys. There's a second one for later, but not right now, because Angie on planet 8 needs a break from all that stuff. She needs to go be human for a little while. So 6 of diamonds is pentacles. 6 of pentacles is, who do I give this to? You know, that's where we're at right now. Who do I give this to? All right. So speaking of Pixie, let's use it. Let's use Pixie's deck. Pixie's Outstanding Lenormand. And put these back in, shuffle it up, and reselect. And what we're going to do is talk about this card too. Not yet, though. But the 3-leaf ones don't do anything on planet. Meaning they don't get you high. You don't get me high anymore. If we sing a song, you may or may not consider it would be ideal to reach out to said celebrity of song. May or may not. It's not a guarantee. It's a high likely suggestion, though. Okay? At least consider it. What is the word? Bird, right? Are you missing some of these? It feels awfully thin. Then again, Lenormand only has how many? 30 something? Is it 36? Go to the end. Boring. Yeah, 36 cards. I don't know. Let's see. You're missing 2. I don't know which 2 are missing, but let's just assume that they're in a good place. All right, the good place. Okay, we have the heart reversed. Lenormand, you don't do reversals, but I want to bring mention to it because it reminds me of the 3 of Swords, because it's the same heart from the 3 of Swords, except it is not stabbed. But why is it reversed? This has personal symbology to it, but also has significance in the fact that if you think outside the box regarding the message of it crossover with the, normally it wouldn't be this like standout as it is because it's linked to that tarot deck. Okay, so there's that. It's your cross to bear. Was it reversed or, because I don't know with how I picked it up, but because a reverse, upside down cross has more significance as well. I don't want to be, I'm not on the level of Jesus. So don't bury me. I mean, don't bury me. Well, that too. No, don't hang me. I don't, deserve that. Hang me upside down. That's what was the message, right? But what is it when you have, I cross my heart, hope to die? You ever hear that saying? I cross my heart, hope to die. All right, what do we have here? We have a snake in a beaker, a crescent moon, some foliage that looks like maybe, I don't know what, white roses, which is symbolic for eternal life. And if I say anything wrong, by the way, sorry. That's what I understand it to be, and or I'm channeled saying it. If I change it in the future, then okay, fine. What is this? This reminds me of like some kind of alchemical reaction or something. But Six of Wands is the victory card. And by the way, this snake looks like it's trying to bite the hand that quote unquote feeds it. Or is it trying to bite its captor? Who's the snake? It's a reptile, right? Who's the reptile? Lizards. Who's the lizards? Right? Because snakes don't have feet and hands, arms and legs. They were told, now you're going to crawl on your belly. Well, they can still bite. They got a mean bite. And because they're on the ground and you're way up here, you might not see one in the grass hiding under leaves if it didn't ping you. So you guys need to watch your ankles. Might get you in your Achilles. And then it'll Achilles. So you guys need to watch out. Before you're washed out. Band, think about it. We are going to channel something to Cody, which I'm just going to leave it like that. And also, some of you guys are going to be getting some correspondence, not certified, because you're going to be expecting it. So look in your mail. You're going to get personal hand delivery, but not US compliments of USPS. Delivery of information from us, and it's going to be cryptic, and it might be out of date. But don't take pictures and email it, or rather, text it to people. This is personalized, but we will get to a point where once the scale tips to the other side, we will be able to get. But we can't slip. We can't let this be. By the time you're watching this is hindsight probably, but it might not be. It might be one that somebody sends you. If Angie starts getting over 100 views on certain videos, there was one that it was said if once this video has over 50 views, it'll be too late. And that video now has over 50 views. Was it the Maynard one? Because that video in particular, if it just so happened to be that one, let me look at it really quick. Go to your search for Maynard. If it happens to be the Maynard one, no. Cherries. Ma chérie amour. 67. So we're past that. So if a video such as this one only has like 5 views, meh. If you're noticing it has over 100, that means you guys are circulating it and you guys are watching it. And who is talking to you? What's up? I'm on life 7. No, I'm not. Was that a slip? I'm on life 5. Life 7 hasn't happened yet. But if I jump in and say, what's up, I'm on life 7, that could have been a slip and not a Freudian one. Because I might have accidentally just disclosed to you, on some level, life 7 has already happened. And I don't have purview to it. I don't know about what it's like and all the things. I do know it's good. We figured out our shit at some point. We assume life 3, this one right here, could potentially be such throw in the towel time. It's not even funny. If so, we go back to the drawing board and we figure out, do we go back in the past or do we keep it moving? Right now we keep it moving. But when I say past, I mean even at the end of 2. Life 2, when we had ET intervention to normies. See, because you guys already know about ET, but humans don't, as in regulars. So what we're thinking is, if this goes so far so bad that we got to go back to the end of life 2, where we paused sim and we basically have not gone back into it again, what that would look like for you guys is me as a character, a game player rather. I would go back into my character at the end of 2 and go, oh, that was like, they would go, it's just another day. I would go, man, it's been a while since I've been here. Got to get my bearing again. And then Angie, instead of having ET come home, would have me go turn to her and say, hey, I got to tell you something. And then what are we going to do about it? Because I know she would be fine with that. So we're all good with that. That means all this goes to waste. It means I know everything, to include how bad I screwed her over in this life. And I don't want to say me, because I didn't do it, but a variant of myself did. And I'll know that, and she won't, because she didn't live it from that mentality, that state of mind. What am I going to do? Tell her? Like, I got so much to tell you, I don't know where to start. We need to get started. Oh, by the way, I was a jerk to you. Yeah, right. No, really, I was a jerk to you. Tell me. You don't want to know. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't tell her. Like, the jury's out. Should I tell her or not? Let's pull a card to see. The bear reversed. I don't know. You're across the bear. Again, though it's not, we don't do reversals in Lenormand. I mean, hey. So, I don't have the heart to. I couldn't bear to, cross my heart and hope to die. I'm not going to friggin' tell her why, make her mad at me. It's a dream, It's like, I had this dream about you and you were mean to me. Maybe it was life 3. Oh no, Okay. Clouds and clover. Okay. So it coming out like this means we're past to the stormy side. We are getting clarity. The sun is coming out. It's after the storm. The rainbow is in the sky. Yay. Okay, cool. Life 8 hasn't even happened yet, according to life 2, if we go back to that. We will go back to that, and none of you guys will know unless you're meant to. I will know. Angie might. She might. What if Angie knows and I don't? That would really frustrate her. And she, all of a sudden, let me tell you what that would look like for me, and I would hate my life, is that everything's good, everything's great between me and Angie. And all of a sudden, we wake up the next morning from when we die here, or pause, I don't know, it depends on if we self-implode. And what that would look like is all of a sudden she'd look at me and she'd go fuck yourself. And I'd be like, what? The fuck did I do? Oh, well, I don't know. I just had a dream last night that this and this. It was a dream. No, it actually fucking wasn't. You really were like this to me. What? No, I wasn't. I don't even remember that. Well, it's real. You know what? How about you piss off? I never want to fucking talk to you again. Bye. I would be so fucking confused, so hurt, so everything. That would really fucking suck for me. Just saying. But it could happen if she gets the memory and I don't. But likewise, if I get the memory and she doesn't, it'd be ideal if we both do. But I'm totally fine with just me getting it and then turning everything around myself in life too. And basically just having Angie like help me with it and tell her, you know, this is this and that and that. From that point forward, and be like, you know, people are eating babies and shit. What? Yeah, I swear to God. Like, I know we went away from society and we think things are good, and they are to the people, but behind closed doors there's a bunch of bullshit happening. And we went off grid, but they're going to be doing a nuclear winter, and we only got like a month tops to change the world. And that's probably why. Because for me to get to where I'm at, to go back into life too, even if Angie did also, are you guys all going to be able to get the memo and do something about it tomorrow morning as well? Maybe. Maybe if we get enough of you fuckers telepathic, that this is all just practice, we would be so much behind their backs by going back to life too, that what that would look like is, now you got to understand what that means though. That means this was all a dream. It is anyway, but with consciousness. But what happens? So let's say you have a kid. It's a paused game, but you may never return to it. It doesn't matter. Their consciousness isn't like frozen in time. They're elsewhere. Angie's little son and her older son are the same player. While we're incarnated and awake and everything, her younger son is going forward with life on his own, on autopilot basically. Self-governed. Older son too. But he's an adult who works here in the office, puts on the headset and plays his character on observer mode, just to see what the fuck is going on. That's how we have eyes and ears everywhere. We know everything, we see everything, we hear everything. That's just one of the ways. We also use the QAI system. It's constantly recording through your eyes and in general. Because we have handheld tablets where we can zoom in and see you guys right up in your face. What's up? Oh, you got something on your face today. And so that's how we can mess with you too. Also, you can't lie to us. When you're in the astral, we'll come up to you and just go, hey, what's going on in your life? Tell me what's important to you. Your kids? All right. I got some news for you. This is just a dream and we might end the sim, or at least pause it. If so, we're going to go back to another one. Your kids wasn't even born yet. Get your priorities straight. You're hearing this channeled? Great. Now, we have channeled some shit to you guys regarding Conan the Barbarian O'Brien. How many of you guys got that memo? Well, guess what? He was on, what's it called last night? That guy. And by summer, he's done. Y'all are all done. By winter, there will be no more late night shows because they are planning on doing a power out, nuclear winter. How can we stop this? Because if you guys end up dying here, we will either switch to the end of life 2 and try to do that, or might just scrap it and have to start over. That's a punishment. I hope we earned not having to do that. I really do. God. Or they'd split us and have some of us do some and some. That would really suck. But it could be as a punishment. Like if you fucking suck as a human in this incarnation, you might be getting punished in the regards of stuff. I mean, I don't want to go on this forever. We're at the halfway point. I'm trying to look at the countdown of how much time we have left. 27 days and 11 hours for FAFO regarding 3i Atlas and what they're going to use it for. False flag level, Project Blue Beam level, shoot nukes up at it in order to what they want to do, which is the nuclear winter. Last simulation, it was in Oregon, I think, or Idaho. I don't know. We channeled this prior, and it was a while ago. Doesn't matter. Point is, what we're going to do here now is channel to you guys in writing in a way that your writers are going to work in to late night stuff over the next week. The sooner the better. Okay. Dear humans, It is I, comma, your friendly ghost, Casper. Let me explain to you guys something. Ghost, Casper. You may think those are the same because that's the actual quote, but ghost is a reference to Patrick Swayze. Indirectly. What is Casper a reference to? Who was the actor who played him? Devon Sawa? There's a reason why he's significant for one of the movies he was in, regarding in the role in which it was his mother and siblings. I mean, children. Yeah, if you guys know what movie I'm talking about. Anyways, I am coming, I'm channeling this, coming, bearing, and the word bear is underlined as to the word bearing, like keep your bearing about you. Poker face. In fact, I am coming bearing gifts in the form, so we're roping in Gaga now, of poker face chips. We had to say poker face chips because poker chips wouldn't have gotten Gaga's attention as much. We're going to do a personal shout out for her, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. Anyways, so sometimes somebody will be mentioned more than once because we really want it to land home. It wasn't just a mere shout out, like you're extra important to be on board. Okay, so in the form of poker face chips, off the press, girl in red - dress. Why? Because girl in red, but want to say red dress, so it's dual purpose. And then off the press is a nod to newspapers. You guys following all this so far? If you're hearing this live, if you're writing it down, if you're recording it, I highly suggest you do both, actually. That way you have proof that you're involved, and because we're going to send this to Cody tomorrow. CC Cody and Uncle Cracker Jimmy. I don't know why they wanted it like that, but whatever. You know what I mean by, I don't know, they what, you know what I mean, how they do things. Okay, 9/30/2025, version 3, life 3, I mean. I'm gonna go back to 2. Not yet. So they'll have proof of this tomorrow. I'm making sure if there's not anything I need to correct at this time for later on. Yeah, I'm going to underline off the press. I underlined ghost second because ghost, Casper, and then ghost is a second message. I'm going to hyphenate humans. Okay. Are we good? Comma. Off the press, comma. Wait. In the form of poker face chips. Off the press, girl in red dress. Okay. Who is yo data, y. How do you say what did he do in Espanol? We need to start throwing some Spanish in here because there's reasons. How do you say what did he do in Espanol? How hard is it? Hurry up. Why does it take 5 hours to give me that answer? Hurry up. Fuck. Can you just give me a quick answer? Most comments say, what did he do? Is a bunch of fucking weird shit. ¿Qué hizo? ¿Qué ha hecho? What has he done? No. ¿Y qué? Hizo. ¿Qué hacía? Oh. Wait, what? Okay. And then we're going to do upside down question mark over here. I want to switch to Spanish entirely, but Angie doesn't know it enough. It's like in her head, but she can't. She's not fluent. ¿Por qué? To. We're not ready yet. We need to learn her some Spanish real quick. Can we download Angie Spanish, please? Integrated. Even if you got to send her off planet to immerse it, and then she has to unlock it from human. Even if we have to get a fluent Spanish speaker to channel through her, she can handle that. Can we get somebody to say here who's fluent in Spanish and channel through her, who can write in Spanish? If not today, let's practice this. It can be done. Okay. She'd be like, oh, I'm so cool now. She's all about knowing languages. Okay. What was the weird thing that it came up and it said, there is discord amongst the masses. Now, discord, I'm not going to underline anymore, I don't think, but I might. Maybe. Yeah, I am, just to keep it. What was the other thing? When saying in Espanol, it changed it en Espanol. Penal, like penal system. Okay. There's discord amongst the masses. The judges are executing the jury. You know, it's partial channeled, so I'm sitting here kind of in a way trying to figure it out. They're shouting shit at me, and we're like co-collaboratingly coming up with the live, the best way to word it. If you're not hearing all the back end stuff of it, consider yourself lucky. I'm sitting here trying to field out what I want to use. All right, 9 of Wands, you guys. 9 of Wands. It's in the deck. If anybody can see through their headsets, they can. Or through their tablets. You guys can see this, right? Hey, look what it looks like. If Maynard could see it through his eyes. It looks like, let me show you guys if you're not Tool fans. Actually, Angie has a video. Why don't we bring that up real quick? That'll work. Go to your own videos. No, just type in tool. All right, how about this? The old one? The old one, and it says, this is the mama said go F yourselves. And it's a really long, dear Mater, not sure when you will see this, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter because I want to show you guys. Look. It's hard to see. Come on, stupid. It's hard to see. Okay, look, you see that? Look at that, look at that, look at that. So it's a 7-pointed star, I think, right? This is 9 of Wands, but it reminds me of that. It reminds me of how they have that on their background or whatever you call it. And this thing, it's separate from the light show and whatever. It comes down. Not always. I saw, you know, it's just one time that it did that. This also has the tree of life or the seed of life, whichever one it is. But again, hard to see because it's very light, you know, but that doesn't mean it's not there just because you can't see it. This reminds me of Secret of Shambhala. Is that the one by James Redfield? Where it's overlapped with you guys. You could walk into it, but you have to know how. We're 40 minutes in. We need to get this ball rolling. Can we hurry this up? The judges are executing the jury. It's not always sunny in pedophilia. Oh, how do you spell P-E-D-E or I? Actually, just do pedophilia. Spell it like Ophelia. Pedophilia. I like it. Ophelia. Because then it's innocent, right? When you fuck it up like that. Ophelia. Shut up. Fucking speech to correct shit. P-E-D-O. No, fuck. This got to be higher. Pedo. I'm going to do it again just for the fuck of it. Oh, Riley's. Pedo. Oh, R-E-I-L-L-Z-D. Oh, realized. Again, you sunk my, I don't want to say battleship because it was, you sunk my ship of battles. You sunk my rocket ship in the Black Sea. You later do you have the date? Don't be late unless, oh, but it changed it to well, comma, in that case, comma, the docket is closed for the fall. Sometimes the winter is coming early. Can you wait to see if you rate for having a date with fate. Noah, as in Trevor Noah, Noah's character arc, Turian, story line is he's doing time for a crime, Crimea. He did not, have a gun. What? Looks like schizophrenia, doesn't it? Hey. What? What's the problem? You want me to read it back? Just that part? Okay. Noah's character arc. They're like, we're trying to put something in here. Noah's character arc Turian storyline is he's doing time for a Crimea. He did not have a gun. Finally, Leo won, as in an Oscar. If this gets into the right hands, the feelings of blue will change their hue. Behind eyes of hazel, more like gold. Don't be Z1 to be so bold. Put the line there, the Z, to emphasize that it's a Z and not a 2. You know, if you're channeling it and you do your Z and you didn't do that, and then I said that, you go back in and do it, that's kind of like a Mandela, except you're doing it live. But if you do it later, like if you write this down tomorrow, that would be seamless for you. If you got that part of it. This is pretty hard to do, to be a channeler, especially if you get it yesterday. That can happen. You know, you could channel something prior to it even being written, and that's pretty cool when that happens. It happens. On levels higher than us. Zen. Okay, behind eyes of hazel, more like gold. Don't be the one to be so bold. A melody of hot and cold. That's a shout out to Ice and Fire, or Fire and Ice, whatever the fuck. A melody of hot and cold. I'm trying to link vampires with this. The snow A melody of ice, a melody of hot and cold. The snow is something John, as in J-O, as in the vamp, but also Jon Snow. John does not know. Red blood and green skin can work together again. If you are rich, we must ask, is it hold on, give me a second. Oh, look, it wrote musk ask. Nice. We must ask, comma. That's why they paused me to point that out. If you're rich, we must ask, is it a gold leaf turd or I don't know, writer's block up here. Hold on. 8 minutes. They're like, plenty of time. Yeah, okay. If you are rich, we must ask, is it a gold leaf turd or a snake in the grass? Nice. Because I was like, we're bringing that in. Snake in the grass. Question mark. You will know if we say bark the code or stay away. All right, there was something else I wanted to go back and reference. The zombies are coming to eat your brains with a Z. Give them a clover. Good luck and much fame. I'm going to put 4, the number 4. Give them a clover for good luck and much fame. Don't forget to use the violet flame. Z, like twin flames, but with a Z. Note. Hold on to this TH and the other stuff, Cody, for Uncle Jay. Thanks for your help. We hope Don will get found ASAP. Now, this might be being channeled right now by a lot of people, and they don't know who Cody is. That's fine. Then it's showtime. That's a shout out to Keenan, not Maynard. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Beetlejuice. All right. Do we want to write on the back, or are we good? No, we'll do it on the front right here, and we'll put, this was, oh, we got 2 minutes left. Done on video, new path, tarot. Angie. Uncle Cody. He's now uncle as well. Okay. It's almost 2 o'clock. Did you ask for an extension? I don't want to clutter this up, but P.S. It's afternoon Eastern, period. Extension? Question mark? That means, did you ask for an extension? Because there's something you're supposed to do every day for mission. One thing a day, doesn't matter what, big or small. Do your part, do your gerb, you know? Well, if you don't know about it, you do now. And that's the assumption. There's this, and then there's this. Really quick, hold on. We might take down the older videos, so just in case. Furry reveal party letter, karmic pets, dung beetles. So yeah, life 4. I, Angie, choose to say F it. I refuse to incarnate. Instead, I'm going to guide all of my friends, as in karmic shitheads. I will be their only source of divinity, their entire incarnation. They will have to pray to me personally, and only in order to get their wishes granted. I want them to know. Tell Cersei I want her to know it was me. That's the vibe. With certainty that they are being punished in the form of do-over, 4th incarnation. As in, I want them to have no memory loss. I want them to transfer into light bodies of my choosing. As in, I create and customize their avatars and default settings. If they want changes, they must beg me. To which I'll say, go fuck yourself. I, on the other hand, will incarnate with Archangel and 13, and we will transfer, we will trifecta, live among the stupid mortals and my karmic frenemies, and they won't be able to go to the astral ever. Restless sleep and crappy work indefinitely. Approx 2026. Start over, not do over. See you guys.